Hey, it's Brian King here, ADHD coach, specifically around success, relationships, productivity, and living a fulfilling life. I read this article earlier today about lying in ADHD kids, and it was pretty good, but I think pretty superficial. There were a lot of things that it could have gone deeper into, but didn't. So I want to make sure that I really hit this because it's something that shows up with my own clients, and it's also something that showed up with my son Aiden when he was younger. He would lie about absolutely everything, even things that were simple. It's stuff that you wouldn't think is worth lying about, he would lie about. And I talked to a mother yesterday, and she's got a son who's a teenager with multiple things going on. And she says he has the same issue, that he lies about everything. And here's the thing that really kind of shifted the conversation is she said that he was manipulative, that he lied to manipulate. And this was also something that this article addressed. And I just want to put that to bed right now. With our kids with Asperger's or ADHD, especially the ones that are just prolific liars, it seems like they only know how to lie. Manipulation is not the reason. It's also not because they're being disrespectful. It's also not because they don't value trust between the two of you. In other words, the lie is not about you. It essentially boils down to something happening at a deeper level with these children. And what it amounts to is shame. The kids, whether they're younger or whether this can start early when they're in kindergarten, but what really lays the foundation for this tendency to lie is harsh criticism, repeated harsh criticism that leads them to believe that what they do in this world is cause problems. And you know our kids with the special needs and the special way of looking at the world, they trip over their executive functions. They trip over their challenges. And they have a really hard time feeling that they can make things happen correctly, like they do anything right, like there's anything special about them. But they do learn pretty early on that they're screw-ups. And at some point they make the decision that they are bad, that they themselves are a problem. Do you see how this could cause somebody to become so hurt about their own identity that they will do anything to prevent criticism from occurring? Because criticism to them becomes just a reminder that they're not good enough. Criticism to them becomes equal to rejection, because it's somebody that they value, whose acceptance they want, telling them that once again, you caused a problem in my life. And that's why the lying becomes so pervasive, because these kiddos don't want to be hurt, because they know that they are bound to screw up, they are bound to make mistakes, and they are bound to earn somebody else's displeasure. And they will do anything to avoid it. And they're thinking about preventing the sting in the moment. A lot of our kids, they live very much in the present. Because of their executive functions, they have difficulty planning, predicting. So when you say this, my kid doesn't learn from their experience. My kid doesn't think about the repercussions of what they're doing. Right. Because they may have executive function challenges that prevent them or make it difficult to look beyond the moment. But that's something else they need to teach. That's another video. So in the moment, when they are lying to prevent being hurt, and maybe you know about the lie at the moment, you know they're lying to you, or you find out later, I recommend to you this same approach, okay? Understanding that your child is trying to prevent some deep hurt, I recommend that you respond with compassion, knowing that there's pain underneath this. It's not disrespect. It's not poor morality. It's not manipulation. It's suffering. So when you discover the lie, you sit down with your child and you say, Yeah, I can see why you lied. I'm not happy about it, but I can see why you lied. It's because you were afraid of having your feelings hurt. And I appreciate that. But I also understand that we have an opportunity here. We have an opportunity to figure out how you can make things turn out better, how you can create different results. And the way we're going to discover that together is we're going to work on a solution for what happened here. So let's say they broke something because they were clumsy or they stole some money out of their mother's wallet. You still need to find a way to teach your child to make a different choice. So you want to say, well, you know, what you did was problematic, but we know that you're capable of learning how to make different choices. So do you want to explore how to do things differently next time? See, this partnership, and I've talked about this in other lessons, this partnership is key because it's not you, the parent, being disapproving of the child that lied to you. It's somebody that's showing understanding, compassion, instead of judgment, which is the thing they were afraid of in the first place. And you're inviting them to partner with you to create a solution so that they can make a different decision next time. So you're not emphasizing the problem, you're moving directly into solution-focused thinking. You're supporting them in doing some new behavior that you are going to celebrate together, and that you can say, hey, I'm proud of you. Hey, look at what you did. You can be proud of yourself for what you accomplished here. You've realized that, yeah, problems exist, problems occur, but you are also capable of learning from them and creating some new choices. It's taking those moments where they were afraid that shame would be the natural consequence of a mistake, and you're showing them that no. The natural consequence of a mistake is learning how to do things differently and getting a better result. Now, I wish to say that it was simple, easy peasy. You know, some of you might be able to jump on this and do it right away. But also keep in mind that it can require a major shift in your own thinking, because a lot of parents are reactive. You know, they're taught that you're supposed to scold, you're supposed to put them in timeouts, you're supposed to give them a consequence. And sure, there's a time and a place for that. But for kids that have these deep-seated feelings, they need more. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because a lot of kids out there, ones that I've coached, one that I'm raising, have this issue, and compassion and solution-focused kind of cooperation is one of the best solutions that I've found, not only for allowing them to learn from their mistakes, but also finding some healing of this deep-seated shame that they have. So please comment below if this has been helpful for you. Tell me how it's been helpful. And feel free to private message me if you have any questions, because I want to help you to apply this in your life. And most importantly, if there's anybody in your life that you know that could benefit from this, feel free to share that with them. Okay? I hope this has been helpful. This is Brian King again. We'll talk soon.